Welcome everybody to Command Combat Computer Reports. Today we have the Battle of Carthago with Carthage attacking the Seleucids. The Seleucids ironically are defending Carthago while Carthage is trying to take it. It is going to be a city battle where the Seleucids are trying to defend their walls against the Carthaginians coming in with catapults and siege weapons and all that sort of thing. You can see that the Carthaginians mostly have bowmen and swordsmen, while the Seleucids are going to be defending their walls with a lot of spears. Here's the Seleucids in their walls. The Carthaginians are broken in two sections. You have their, of course, their siege towers along here, a bunch of them. You have the archers out in front, and then you have a lot of the infantry going in under cover. Oh, actually, that's them with a battering ram, and then the regular infantry behind that. And we have some of them hiding here in the trees, and then up here on this side, the Carthaginians are going to move up with their archers, and the catapults are going to try to bash away at the walls, while the infantry and the cavalry are waiting back here. Oh, and some elephants as well are waiting behind the hill so they don't get damaged while they're doing that. Notice it's a very rainy night, so you're going to see a lot of the rain coming down and sliding down that hill there. We'll see these archers up here trying to do some kind of damage to the people up here on the wall before it comes down, but they probably, can't expect a lot to happen there. Let's take a look at these siege engines. They're pretty impressive in this nighttime in the rain. Slowly move up there. Meanwhile, you've got the archers coming close, but not quite close enough, and so the battering ram is going up there on its own. The Seleucids would do better to be shooting flaming arrows. I don't think they're doing that. I think they're just shooting regular arrows. Trying to get a better angle here for you. At this particular point, it's a lot of waiting for the siege engines to get up there, and a lot of waiting for these, there we go, for the wall to come down. Exactly what I was thinking. That's the, that was the work of, the heavy onager. And now, alright, the Carthaginians are going to rush forward with their cavalry to rush through the gap there. Meanwhile, the Seleucids, how are they reacting to this? It seems like they're kind of running in panic, running in disorder. What's going on? Let's get over to the gap. We can buy shirts and pants and shoes and be stylish. Looks like, alright, they're going to try to guard this gap as best they can. Although they seem to be running back behind here now. And some seem to be still shooting from the tower. Yes, the towers are going to just keep on shooting anyway. And they seem to be doing a little bit of damage to the bowmen down here, who don't seem to be doing a lot in return. And now here come cavalry. Here comes the cavalry.
Heavy archers!
And they're going to slow down at the gap for some reason. Guess they saw over the side there. There we go. Now they're going to head on over there. They just had a little bit of slowing down because of the rubble. They've hit them in the flank, but there's a lot of the Seleucids back here. A lot of infantry was coming to fill in this gap. And because they've run over here, that leaves a big gap over here, just in time for the large siege engines to go right up to the edge there. So, I think what you're going to see is a lot of empty spots here to guard here. Oh, but now with now that the Carthaginian cavalry is pulling back, these the Seleucids can come back over here and refill this gap. Let's see here. Oh! And they didn't bring large enough siege engines. Look at that. They are... Yep. Too low. So they're going to have to just go down and go in through the gap which has now been created by the... what is it called again? I always... The battering ram. I keep forgetting the name of that. Alright, the battering ram's crew has now created a gap, but now, of course, a lot of Seleucid infantry is coming running in to defend them. Now let's take a look at this gap here. It's come down to basically those two gaps. Here we go. Here comes in the Carthaginian infantry. Now they're running in. They are going to get inside the walls. Nope, they're going to stop short. Not sure what that is. It seems to me like... Whoa, well, here we go. There's another gap being... I can't think of words here. The onager. The onagers are creating yet another gap here. Man, there's one guy just standing there like, no! I'll fall if I have to. No! Come back! Come over here where it's safe! No, no! I refuse! Oh, there we go. Now here the Carthaginians running inside. And they're going to meet up. Wow, the Seleucids really have a lot of men. Because I remember there's a lot more. I went back to the other gap, and all of a sudden they have a lot here. So, alright, so it's just going to become a big fight right here. Although it looks like the Carthaginians are kind of holding the door open. The Seleucids can't fill in their gap. So that leaves an opening, and are they going to use it? Yes, this next unit of Carthaginian infantry, or Libyan infantry, instead of joining that stalemate, they're going to slip over to the right and help with this these units running in. These, meanwhile, are stuck, so that Libyan infantry we're looking at seems to be the only ones that are at liberty to move. Oh, and they're coming in with the cavalry. The cavalry's going to come in behind them. And they're going to be met by Seleucid infantry. We're not going to let them join up with the other Carthaginian infantry. Let's see how this goes. That seems to be stalemated as well, but here comes the cavalry, the Carthaginian cavalry, but of course coming in behind their own men, that kind of slowed down a lot of the impetus. But look at how cool their uniforms are, or not uniforms, but outfits. It's not really like they're all in uniform right now. And here comes the general's bodyguard of the Carthaginians, and the elephants have made their appearance. But they're not really doing a lot. Meanwhile, the Carthaginians here could really use some help. They are still in stalemate, but they're outnumbered at this point. And at this point, the onagers and the archers are kind of useless. Here comes the heavy melee infantry to try to finish one of the gaps, and they're going to try to finish that gap along with the elephants. The Carthaginians are going to concentrate on this area, not on the rest of it. I'm not sure if that means that they think that they got it taken care of. Oh, it looks like they're kind of pushing forward, so yeah, they probably think they've got the other area taken care of. And are going to try to take care of this, which, of course, now you have a big hold up at the door since they didn't bring large enough siege towers. And there's an Asgol. Oh, wait, no, it's a crow. Some kind of bird. And they've broken through almost all of them, and they're going to ignore the last Seleucid and just try to push forward on the rest of them that are up here. They don't seem to notice that they're there. Meanwhile, there's this just like a couple Seleucid guys here still fighting, going, pay attention to us, we matter! And the fight here has lost for the Carthaginians. The Seleucids have won this. So they have filled in the gap with these very pointed sticks. These long pointed sticks are now filling this gap, which is probably worse than having a just big stone wall there. Oh, okay, well now the Carthaginians are gonna, instead of going in to help with here, they're gonna rush their cavalry around to take the objectives, which are out, okay, there's one of them, and another one is out here somewhere. There's another one, right in here. So if they can take those two, as well as this one up here, there's the third one, so if they can take those 3 spots, they actually will win this battle, even though they are stalled at the gate, and stalled at the gap. Because again, you know, just too good of shoes that they couldn't ignore. This is a very small grouping, not a very large one. This is going to become quite difficult. And they're smacking them with their very long sticks. The Seleucids are. Doesn't even look like they're hitting them. They're stabbing them. They're just kind of knocking them over the head with very long sticks. Keep out, we're a wall. We're a wall, really. We're a very pointy wall. How's this going? It's still just a stalemate. Nobody seems to be getting any ground. Wow. I wouldn't want to be there. Alright, so now the cavalry has moved in. They've taken one objective. They're going after the second and the third. Well, the second at least. They're all kind of combined. Yeah, there we go. There's the one of them's going to go after the third. Is going to go up here. So you have one that's going up this direction. Going to try to take this, and the other one is going to go down this direction and try to take this. Let's see if either of them will succeed. Actually, while they're moving to succeed, let's take a quick look over here. And it seems to still be a giant stalemate. In fact, I think the Carthaginians have made a little, not headway, but they've brought in more troops into the fight. So they may actually yet be able to hold off. Meanwhile, they have a very large crowd here, continuing to just jumble, and the Seleucids have a reserve behind there. A reserve of slingers. And the Carthaginians have brought up the general's... Okay, the general's bodyguard is personally going to take this high ground for themselves. And they have, one of the cavalry units has come over here and has taken this area. It is the... What is this? Oh, okay, alright. Looks like they've taken it. And this cavalry over here was chasing somebody down. But it wasn't enough, actually. Well, I don't think so. Let's take a look. The game ended. I'm a little surprised about that, but it looks like Carthaginians were pushed out over here, and they definitely were losing this battle. And I don't think they had quite taken these 3 locations yet. So, I mean, they were about ready to take it, so, I mean, in some ways one might say it is a draw, but in other ways, I think it's more likely to say that it is as the computer seems to, it is a Carthaginian defeat. So thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe, watch our other videos, and happy gaming, everybody!